Good morning. Welcome to Current Affairs. So today I'm meeting you very early. So we'll be discussing a few points with respect to current affairs, like livability index, and NASA is planning to send one, this mission to Sun. So what are all these? So let's try to understand. But before I go ahead, I would like to, it may be a general question in any examination. Recently, Himachal Pradesh, very recently, Himachal Pradesh, so one of the very important states, rather, one of the beautiful states in India, that state has declared a second capital. So generally, every state has got its own capital city, but if you look at Himachal Pradesh, it has declared one of the cities as the second capital. Already we know one capital, that is Shimla, and what is the other capital. So I have a question with respect to that. Please remember this. So I'm going to open the document. Kindly have a look at this. Right. So which of the following cities of Himachal Pradesh is the winter capital? So summer capital is Shimla, right? So what is the winter capital? A. Sundarnagar, B. Manali, C. Dharmashala, D. Dalhousie. So as you are all aware of this, every this whatever the cities that you are looking at on the screen, every city is a part of Himachal Pradesh. So and what is the answer for this? Answer is option C, that is Dharmashala. Kindly remember this. So any question they may ask you, which state has declared second capital in the recent past? Answer is the Himachal Pradesh. Or what is this second capital? So that is Dharmasala. And kindly remember, so this is the winter capital, and Shimla is already there. So that will be functioning as the summer capital, right? Next. Next, let me tell you another concept that is related to the livability index. So this is a practice that is present in majority of the developed nations. So in various developed nations and developing nations, so there is a concept called livability index. And now, so our urban development ministry, so this is also planning to introduce livability index. What do you mean by this? So for this reason, the government is coming out with the 77 parameters, and depending on the scores that you are getting on these parameters, the ranks will be given to various cities. So in the first instance, the first 100 smart cities are going to be taken into consideration. Maybe over a period of time, some other cities will also come into the picture. Clear? And we are going to start with the 100 smart cities. But the point is that what are these parameters? How many parameters are there? 77 parameters are there. Maybe in future, so the number may be increased. And I'll be showing you few parameters now, and let's have a look at this. So this is called livability index, right? So this is one of the wonderful things. Have a look at this. So livability index, India is all set to introduce its own livability index. And in the beginning, we are going to begin with the 100 smart cities. Clear? So we are going to begin with 100 smart cities, and the livability index would rank all Indian cities on 77 parameters. 77 parameters have been listed out. But on the this for the purpose of discussion, I have listed out very few. Kindly have a look at this. It includes how they fare in terms of grievance redressal of citizens, meaning how quickly the problems that are related to the citizens are getting solved, how exactly you are checking the pollution levels, right? Next is the availability of water and also the power, right? So these are the very important parameters. In some cities, you will see, you know, nowadays the situations are improving, But otherwise you will see in some of the cities, you will get the water supply every alternate day, or once in 2 days, once in 3 days, like this. So obviously in those these cities, the people will suffer a lot. Clear. Of course our rural India is already suffering like anything, so with respect to the problems that are related to the safe drinking water, and they are walking for miles and miles to get the potable water, right? And when it comes to this urban areas also, in majority of the urban areas it is happening. And especially, and when it comes to the power supply, so especially, right, so normally also there is a power cut, but so whenever the season, the summer season has come up, so definitely majority of the cities are facing the problem with the this power cuts, right? So obviously the livability, this these scope will be very much reduced. So that is the reason why, so in order to provide the quality, so all the services must be provided with the utmost care by the government. So obviously, there will be a competition among various cities in the country, so they will be trying to provide the quality services like this, so that these cities will be ranking at the top position. So this is a wonderful thing. And we can see, so which is the city at the topmost position, which is ranking at number 2, 3, 4, like this. So we can compare the cities. Clear. And very soon it is going to come up right now. So once again, let me open the document. Look at this. Yeah. So grievance redressal of the citizens, checking this pollution issues, availability of water and power, online citizen services. A wonderful thing. Services must be provided, this through online already. So we are enjoying so many online services. Upkeep of historical buildings, increase in tourist footfalls, crime rate has to be checked, so that must be kept under this control. Extent of crimes recorded against women, so that should also be controlled. Children and elderly, availability of a traffic surveillance system, etc. So like this, we have the various parameters. If you can look at very clearly, it is not just talking about the redressal of the grievances, not just about the pollution, but in urban areas, if you look at the crime rate, so crime rate is increasing. There's a time that you need to check the crime rate, and you should allow the people to live very peacefully. And if you look at the crimes against the women, children and elderly, so the number is also increasing. So there is a necessity to check it up, and all these will be coming under various parameters of livability index. So we need to wait and watch which city is going to top in the first survey, right? Kindly remember all these points. Next. So another wonderful thing, you can have a look at this. In which of the following years, SPP, that is Solar Probe Plus mission, will be launched? So this is a possible question in any forthcoming examination. I am going to tell you what exactly is this. So the name itself is indicating it is a solar, related to solar. Obviously, so this is related to sun. So you are going to probe into the sun. And for this one, so you are going to launch a mission. And this mission is going to be launched in the year 2018. Clear? Kindly remember this. So most probably they may ask you the year, and the year is the 2018. And this one. And in fact, this is first of its kind. This is going to be launched by NASA. So the main aim is to see that, so when you are sending a mission, not exactly onto the surface, please, not exactly onto the surface, and our systems, will not tolerate so much of heat. So that is the reason why, so now you are trying to concentrate on the, this corona region, right? So this mission is not going to be landing on the, this surface of the sun, but from the nearest possible distance, it is going to observe. What is the nearest distance? I am going to tell you. And for this reason, so whatever the instruments that you are sending, whatever the spacecraft you are sending, so that should be able to withstand, the this the heat. That is the reason why so the design is going on. And most probably between July and August, 2018, so this is going to be launched. Clear? And basically the basic idea is to know the link of the this connectivity between sun and the earth. So this is the basic idea, right? So that sorry the technology is improving like anything, and various missions are over. And the great mission is going to be happening in the year 2018. Year is important, and who is going to launch, that is also important. And the rest of the points I'll show it to you. Have a look at this on the screen. Look at this. So answer is B, that is 2018. Here, no. This. Just a minute. You may have a look at this. So this is the layering of the sun. You're all preparing for various competitive examinations. You must have read geography, you must have read solar system, you might have read sun, and you know what exactly is this. All right. So here this mission, the Solar Probe Plus, is not concentrating on the photosphere, but it is concentrating on the corona. Right. So you can have a look at this corona, and you know the whole structure of layer of this sun. Right. So now I'm going back to show you some points. So this particular mission, SPP, that is Solar Probe Plus, will be launched by NASA, that is next year. This will provide a new data on solar activity and make critical contributions to forecast major space events. It will also provide a critical link between sun and earth connectivity connection. Now, so we always have certain doubts, like I'm highlighting this point on the screen. Please have a look at this. Why the corona is hotter than the photospheres, right? How is the solar wind accelerated? So these things will be answered through this particular mission, right? And this SPP will go as close as 3.9 million miles to the sun, well within the orbit of the Mercury, right? And whatever the missions that have been done so far, 7 times nearer to that. So this particular SPP is going to get activated. And with respect to with protect the instruments through protect the instruments from this solar heat, the SPP and other instruments will be protected from the sun's heat by 4.5-inch thick carbon composite shield, which will need to withstand temperatures outside the spacecraft and that reach nearly 1377 degrees centigrade. So much of temperature will be there, and in order to protect our spacecraft and other instruments, and there will be a thick coating of this carbon composite shield will be there, and hopefully it will be a successful one, and it will be one more feather in the cap of NASA, right? Okay, so this is the picture that is related to sun. Okay, right. Right. So with this few topics, I would like to conclude for today, and I'll see you tomorrow with some more current affairs. Till then, I wish you all a very, very good luck and have a wonderful day. So thank you so much for being with me this morning, and I wish you all a very, very good luck. Thank you.